Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Faizuddin Muhammad Siddiq from Seremban Learning Center. Subject SBEV3103 Environmental Management. Task number 2. Highlight of the point. Explain the importance of EIA supported situation. In many cases, economic, social or political factor will be expedite environmental factor. This is why EIA mitigation strategies are so important. Decision on proposal which mitigate negative environmental effect are much easy to make and justify than decision on proposal which no mitigation. The importance of EIA is as follow. 1. EIA is far more than technical document. It is a tool for achieving a large goal, which is the preservation and achievement of ecosystem quality of life. 2. Environmental impact assessment. EIA is a protocol for identifying and evaluating the impact of human activity on the physical environment. It is not really a typical scientific set of techniques, but rather a collection of strategies tailored to the problem at hand. 3. EIA is not a scientific research, but is employ a multidisciplinary approach to evaluate phenomena and relationship issue as they occur in the actual life. Number 5. EIA should not be considered an afterthought or an add-on to an assignment, but rather as an integrated part of the planning process. Its cost should has been factored into the planning process rather than being considered an afterthought. Number 5. Why the EIA does not make decision. Its outcome should be taken into account in decision making and policy, as well as in final decision. As a result, it should be considered as part of the decision making procedure. 1b. Explain in detail the step of EIA process in general supported with situation. The size, scope, and nature of the construction project are all key aspects to consider when writing an EIA report. This information must be collected from the development team of architect firm involved, as well as the client authorization. The step in implementing environmental impact assessment are project screening, scoping, baseline, data collection, and identification, and environmental impact prediction, comparison of alternative, and determination of significant mitigation measure. Screening is the first step in the EIA process, and in determining wherever the site project in the susceptible to a legal requirement then in that an EIA. The scoping state of the EIA address the issue of what should be investigated and evaluated in the large state, as well as the range and scope of the key decision to be made. Following the impact assessment, mitigation measures are implemented. These steps are being taken in order to lessen the amplitude or incentives the environmental impact. The last step will be environmental monitoring of project implementation and operation. We include the decommissionation followed by environmental audition of the project after its complete. Evaluate in the detail the two possibilities of environmental impact focus in soil erosion and storm water issue for the proposed project site during construction phase, support which situation. Soil degradation by water occur because once annual rainfall affect the value of sediment intake or soil moisture, result in environmental runoff of on-base slope topsoil. Soil erosion can take two forms. One, discussion of sediment caused by tidal current, splat, or water following. And two, transport of separate particle caused by splash of water flow. The higher the prospect for erosion, the stronger the severity of the thunderstorm. The implication the storm coat of the soil surface can dissipate molecule, blink, and break down topsoil. Suggest 3 mitigating measures for soil erosion and stormwater issue based on environmental impact that you have mentioned in 3. Fertilization suitable vegetation into the current tidal and subtidal material can be helped to control shore deterioration. The strategy is usually only us on site with a very flow fed. They allocate the encompass floodwater, civil engineering, system and design, reservoir, tunnel, drainage system, and earth embankment are examples of this structure. A system of water can be used as delivery water to river estuaries.